Matt Sheriff here, and welcome to this video on Ethereum versus Bitcoin. And even saying that, the title of this is slightly misleading because it's not really Ethereum versus Bitcoin. They are two separate cryptocurrencies and two cryptocurrencies that are doing two very different things within the field. And that's kind of what we're going to talk about today in terms of versus, because question is, are they really competing? So Ethereum is a smart contract platform, which is basically a decentralized way for people to put certain information on Ethereum's blockchain, or put certain applications on Ethereum's blockchain that's decentralized, open, and trusted. It can't be changed. It can't be manipulated. So, in a sense, Ethereum is doing many different things to what Bitcoin is doing in terms of smart contracts and the way that their cryptocurrency is designed. One being that when people use Ethereum and more contracts and different applications are set up on their blockchain, more Ethereum is created. So there's not a capped number of Ethereum. So the way they're built and the way they're doing things is very different because they have different applications in what they can do. And what Bitcoin is a very robust, very secure form of currency. And the question of, could Ethereum be a currency like Bitcoin? Probably not, in the way that it's set up to do specific things that Ethereum can do that Bitcoin can't, and Bitcoin's set up to do things that Ethereum can't. So in that sense, Bitcoin is an exchange of value that has a more simple blockchain that is more secure. It's simpler, it's safer. The way that Bitcoin has never been hacked or breached is a testament to the way it's built, and a form of currency that is borderless and very, very secure. And obviously with Bitcoin, you have a cap with it. Within the system, there's only ever going to be 21 million Bitcoin ever produced, ever mined. So in that sense, in an inflation sense, and supply and demand, and being scarce enough to be a currency, to reach a certain point where it just can't keep going and going, Bitcoin is set up in such a different way than Ethereum that it's almost impossible to say versus, does an apple taste the same as an orange? Absolutely not. So they're two very different things. So that's one thing to really understand when we're talking about Ethereum and cryptocurrency and what they're doing, is they're two very, very different platforms with unique tools and things being added to them, but their basic foundations and fundamentals are different. So a lot of this buzz, and even why I'm creating this video, is obviously I see a lot of people talking about Ethereum, and even one person that said, just sold up all my Bitcoin and moved it all to Ethereum because I see more Chinese markets taking on Ethereum. Which maybe that strategy will work for you in the future, but I think that's very, very risky in terms of thinking Ethereum is going to overtake Bitcoin. I think in the big picture, they are going to complement each other and do very different things. But I don't see Ethereum, trumping Bitcoin, and Bitcoin coming down because of Ethereum. They do very, very different things. And obviously Ethereum's gained a lot of momentum over the past couple of weeks, couple of months. I remember when it was $8, and now it's over $200. So there has been, good growth of Ethereum, and rightly so. It's doing some very unique things in the space. But don't get your mind muddled. There isn't going to be one real outperforming cryptocurrency, I believe, in the grand scheme of things. Obviously, Bitcoin is the big dog, and all cryptocurrencies are grandfathered to it at this moment in time. Um, but obviously, every cryptocurrency out there, especially the big players, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ripple, Litecoin, Dash, etc., they're all fighting for their market caps. They're all fighting for their piece of the pie in this space. And what they're really wanting to do is, make themselves unique and have a platform that provides a solution to what people want. Ethereum's working with smart contracts. Ripple is working with the remittance market and governments and banks. That's a decentralized coin. Dash was one of the first platforms to have a DAO, which is a decentralized autonomous organization, which basically means they don't have a CEO or somebody taking form of a ruler. They come to a consensus with people that are part of the network, which is very interesting. So I think the thing to really look at is Bitcoin isn't going anywhere. It's very, very good at what it does. There's obviously some scalability issues, um, transaction times, transaction costs, which a lot of news is coming about. I'll go over some of that stuff within the coming days, in terms of SegWit and hard forking, etc., etc. But Bitcoin isn't going anywhere. It's a viable, great option as a currency, as a decentralized network. What the thing to look out for me is the other cryptocurrencies that are getting big market caps and gaining a lot of volume and user base because they're offering up something different. They're providing a solution in a different area of the market. Bitcoin is very good at being secure with its blockchain. It's been being attacked since it first came into the world, and it's only made it stronger. So in terms of being a borderless exchange of value, Bitcoin is very good at that. Ethereum is doing what it's doing. Ripple is doing what it's doing. So they're just, I say those because they're the big ones. I'm not really meaning to get into other cryptocurrencies, but that's really what I mean when looking at the market and looking at, what other cryptos have a chance of taking off. I think the ones that have good strategy, good leadership, and are offering a solution that's unique to the niche that it's trying to tap into, and not just copying something else. So I'm not sure if I hope that video gave you a little bit of insight into some of the things going on in the market, especially with Ethereum and Bitcoin, them being totally two different platforms, and obviously fighting for their market share, but they're going to do two different things in this space. So it'll be interesting to see where they both go. I'm Matt Sheriff. Subscribe to the channel if you want to learn more about Bitcoin and cryptocurrency and the blockchain. Check out some of my other videos and information in the box below. I'll have a bunch of good resources down there. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.